What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're recording a week in the life type of vlog, productive habits and routines, because as of late, I feel like I've really fallen off when it comes to just having more structure in my day-to-day and in my life in general. So I feel like this is a good opportunity, especially with the camera in my face, as a good accountability tool to help me get back on track. When it comes to making a routine, things I like to consider first are how easy can I possibly make the routine that I'm about to make. I'm a person who usually enjoys making a routine. I usually don't have a problem doing the same thing over and over every single day. And especially when you start to build momentum in doing that same thing over and over every day, it's pretty easy to stick to it, at least for me personally. So I always like to consider, how can I make this as easy as possible and use the least amount of thinking and brain power possible? Because if you try to create these like complicated algorithmic type of routines, you're just not going to want to do it every single day. You know, it's going to require too much energy to really think about and do. And if it's too on the money, where it's like 1 p.m. I'm going to do this, and then at 1:30 I'm going to do this, and 2 p.m. I'm going to do this, that's just not a sustainable way to make routines. I've been there, I've experienced that. I've used to make like Google calendars, charting out every single thing I was gonna do, from the meals I ate, what time I had breaks, in terms of like watching TV, like scrolling time, like all that type of stuff. And honestly, that's just not sustainable, because life is life, right? You're gonna have to do things that are just gonna break the pattern at some point. You don't wanna be too caught up in trying to follow the plan. You wanna be able to build consistency and do something that you can do for a long time, and that is sustainable. What's helped me in the past, especially with going to the gym, setting a time to go to the gym. Number one, for me, it's usually early in the morning. That's usually when I'm the most laser focused. And also laying out my clothes the night before. If I already have my clothes out, everything's already laid out for me, I don't really have to use that much brain power. I just need to put on my clothes, brush my teeth, put on deodorant, and go to the gym. But if you're having to think about the clothes, look through your closet, you're already fatiguing your brain. And I know that doesn't really seem like you're fatiguing your brain, because it's, you know, you're just looking for your clothes, but things start to compound as you do more and more things throughout the day. You want to make your non-negotiables as easy as possible. And then with food, say you're like trying to bulk or whatever. I know I don't look like it now, but you know, your boy used to be pretty built back in the day, and I was religious when it came to eating. I was eating, I don't even know, 45 to 5,000 calories a day. To some people that might not be a lot, but that was a lot for me. Once I got into the groove of it, it was really easy. The hardest part was honestly just the meal prepping. That's kind of like the turn off for me right now, is like, oh, I don't feel like meal prepping. It's just easier to go eat Chipotle every day, but it's absolutely necessary if you want to build the type of physique you want to build. I've fallen off a little bit, but setting up the correct habits for that. If you have your chicken frozen, thaw out your chicken before you leave to go to work or before you leave to go to class. Setting yourself up for success. So if your chicken's already thawed out, whatever that you're gonna be eating, you're a lot more likely to follow through on cooking that food, meal prepping, and doing all those things if it's already laid out for you. And that just goes back to making things as simple and easy as possible. And another thing as well I'm trying to get back into is reading overall, or just learning overall. There was a point where I was doing really, really well, but I've never really found a, I guess, way to insert reading and learning in a sustainable way. Like the gym and eating has always been easy, but when it comes to like learning new things, it's always more of a challenge. And that probably goes back to just the whole brain power thing, because I'm obviously using my brain a lot more to learn than to just go to the gym and put food in my mouth. It's one thing I really need to figure out, if I need to do that before I go to work, because doing it after I go to work, like my brain is already like, I'm spent, man. That's like, I didn't use my best peak hours on the job. So it's really just finding ways that I can be more effective in that. Maybe just even in the morning, because I think studies show that your brain is the most active in the morning. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's according to research. So just really finding new ways to be more effective. I want to spend less money, which I'm doing pretty well right now. Get back to a more healthy lifestyle that's like gym and eating, and continuing to learn. We're gonna figure that out and just see how we can be more effective. Before we get into the video or just continue in general, I feel like there's an overdue question that I really need to answer, because a lot of people have been asking me this probably since I really started vlogging. It's, what's the camera gear that I use for my videos? I've been recording for really a little over a year now, and I feel like I've accumulated a good amount of camera gear so far. A lot of it is pretty unnecessary for even what I do, but I have a lot of it, so I might as well share it. The first thing I would always recommend for anyone who's starting to make content or thinking about getting started in making videos, especially on YouTube, where, you know, it's more common to have a camera versus, you know, just using your phone. I would always recommend, if you're just starting out, please just use your phone. I failed to understand this when I first started. I wasted a lot of money on things that I shouldn't have bought, and it's realistically a trap because your camera is such a good quality camera, especially if you use the back of your lens. It's a good quality camera. It's a super handy tool. You already have it, and most of the time you don't need to spend money on it because you already have a phone. If you have to spend money on anything, I would just recommend maybe a microphone. Just try to start with what you have. But if you're a little bit more seasoned, I'm finna put you guys on game. Starting with the camera that I use is the Sony a6700. This camera is super great. It's a smaller camera, a crop sensor camera, which means it has a smaller sensor or surface level. I don't know the technicalities, but it is a crop sensor camera, and it records in 10-bit color if you're into like color grading and all that stuff. So you have a lot of dynamic range, especially if you record your videos on S-Log. So it's super powerful, it's super lightweight. As for my microphone that's on this camera too, I use the Rode, it's a shotgun mic, Rode shotgun something. I don't know, I'll put a picture up. It's honestly a super great microphone, but the only drawback to this is that it's super big. Like honestly, if I could have a smaller mic, I would, but I've already invested so much into this microphone, I feel like I'm just stuck with using the microphone. That's another thing to consider if you're gonna use a camera and you wanna be able to make it portable and travel with it. Always consider the size of your equipment as well. Next are the lenses. So the lens I'm currently using and recording this video on right now is the Sony 11mm 1.8 lens. I love this lens because it's so wide. My hand is literally right in front of the camera, but you can still see really past the camera, like all behind me and stuff. I really like this because especially if you're vlogging and you're in close quarter spots, you can really record and get a lot of the area around you. The other lens that I use is I think this is the Sigma 18 to 50mm zoom lens. I usually use this for more just like cinematic close-up shots. If I need to zoom in on something, I always recommend some type of zoom lens if you want to get good shots, because a wide angle lens is great, but you can only record and focus on so much if the angle is so wide. You see what I'm saying? So if you put the camera down and you want to record way back here, but if this was like a big open area, it's like hard to really focus on your subject. So I always recommend a zoom lens as well. Getting into tripods, I use the Ulanzi, I don't know what this, Ulanzi something, right? I love this one. It's super great because it flips out like this. You can put your camera on it, boom, slap it down anywhere, close it back up, you're back in the game and you're vlogging. And it also has a quick release plate where you can just press this button on the back and it releases the camera. So it's super great, super efficient if you want to record quick shots, set up really fast. And it has this like cool little hook on the back as well. So if you want to hang it up on a door, you can get some like high angle shots as well. So it's super cool, super lightweight. One of my favorite tripods by far. Next are ND filters. Like I said, when I first started, I didn't really have clear direction, and this is probably my fault because I didn't do enough research. ND filters are super important, right? I have 3 of these for literally no reason. They all do the same thing, and the purpose of an ND filter, if you don't already know, is to block out sunlight from your lens so you can record lower apertures in brighter environments. Your shots aren't overexposed, and it's basically like sunglasses for your lens. These are the Polar Pro variable ND filters. These 2 are the mist versions. It's honestly, it's cool, but I kind of fell out in love with it. It made my shots kind of look ashy to a degree, so that's why I kind of stopped using it. And then I got a regular ND filter. This one's also a polarizer as well. And this is the one I use every single day when I record. Don't make my mistakes. Literally just buy one of these. You don't need 3 because these things are super expensive if you don't know what you're doing. And there's also this suction cup mount thing. This is really good if you want to like get shots on the side of like a window or a car, because it has like a suction cup feature where you can stick it to surfaces like glass or metal, things like that, and you can get really cool shots. I don't use this as much or as often as I probably should, but it's a cool piece of gear if you're, you know, into that type of stuff. You want to get cool shots outside of your car or on your window or mirror or something. And then lastly, for equipment, I have another tripod. This is really just like my tall talking head tripod. It's not the biggest tripod you can get, but for me and what I record, it's pretty effective, because usually if I'm just recording talking head shots, plop my camera here, talk to the camera, and yeah, it gets the job done. You know, it goes up pretty decently high. The only drawback to this one though is that it doesn't have a quick release plate. You could probably buy an attachment for it, but it didn't come with one. If you're like, you know, pretty anal about those type of things, that's just something to consider. And I'll also leave links to all these things down below as well. That's pretty much all the camera gear that I use. The most splurge I've done is on the mic and the indie filters. One indie filter is all you need. So just invest in a good one, a good quality one, and you'll be good too. That was a pretty long yap, but a lot of people have been asking about the camera gear that I use. So I figured I'd just, you know, share that, put y'all on game. As of late, I feel like I've just not been on my P's and Q's when it comes to having structure in my life. There's a few things that I do. I still journal, but I feel like there's also areas where I could be a lot better in my structure, my routine. Like, I haven't been going to the gym as much as I want to, eating as healthy as I want to. I've kind of just been waking up, going to work, and that's it. Like, that's the reality of most people's lives, to be honest. We have the power to stop that. And that's what I'm trying to do for real. Just really build more structure so it can compound, because I believe in positive momentum. Just as fast as you can get off track, you can get back on track. I'm just tired of just being down bad. Like, I'm actually just down bad these days. Like, it's kind of crazy. So, like any responsible Gen Zer, I asked ChatGPT. Asked it for its honest thoughts. And the prompt I gave it is, how can I be more effective in my daily routine to incorporate learning if I work out early in the morning, work throughout the day from 8:30 to 5 p.m., and also desire to eat a healthy amount of whole foods daily so I can build up my physique. And so what it gave me, and I feel like ChatGPT has a bad habit of just like word vomiting sometimes. What I really got from this is that ChatGPT recommends I wake up at 5 a.m. and doing so, that will give me enough time to work out early in the morning, as well as continue to do the SOAP method with my verses, have that intentional time with God, and then incorporating micro learning, but not in the way I thought. The way that ChatGPT recommended, instead of I designate a time to work on learning something, which is like reading. For me right now, it's learning a language, Spanish to be exact. Instead of sitting down and learning something, I can incorporate micro learning in the form of, instead of listening to music, I will listen to language podcasts. And obviously that's not a sole replacement for sit down traditional learning, but it's a way to supplement learning, because at the end of the day, all this stuff compounds. So I thought that was interesting. That was a good point. Just like lunch breaks and things like that, incorporate micro learning in small bite-sized segments. And then when I get home, I can commit a designated 30 minutes or so to actually learning a language. And I think for learning a language, a good amount of time before your brain just starts to burn out. And I know I keep talking about like brain burnout, like I have like 3 cells in here, which anyway, I think a good amount of time to learn something before burning out is like 15 minutes, because I think it's a sustainable amount of time. That's just like what I've stuck to. And I obviously don't want to say stuck to, because I'm in this predicament right now trying to get back on track. It's just worked for me in the past. The micro learning throughout the day supplemented with the more traditional learning at the end of the day, I think that is a good way to do it. And then for my bedtime, this is like the biggest challenge for me. At 9:30. Lights out. Or actually, wait, yeah, 9:30. So that gives me 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. That gives me 8 hours of sleep. So I think I could probably get away with going to sleep at 10:30, get that 7 hours of sleep. So I think as long as I average like 7 hours a night, I should be pretty good. I'm gonna just do what ChatGPT tells me to do. We're gonna try that tomorrow and honestly just see how it goes. Before we do that, I wanna show you guys just a crib update. Like, I feel like I've given like a crib update, but not like a proper crib update. You know what I'm saying? Like really just showing the crib, where I got everything, where it's from. So as you guys know, if you watch my other videos, this is my office. It's really not even an office for like, I don't know. I barely work in here, to be honest. Like, I'll record YouTube videos in here, but I usually just work like my physical location office. But in here, this is kind of just like my little man cave, cubby where I just record most of my videos, like this one. But we have this painting. I've had this painting for like so long. I think I got it from the mall in Orlando when I was going to UCF. It's like a canvas. It was like 50 bucks. That was like pre-inflation numbers. So this was like a pretty good deal for how big it is. This lamp, it had a lampshade on it, but I took it off because the color was kind of gross, kind of icky, not my style. It's from my mom's house, so beggars can't be choosers. So I just took off the lamp and put this light bulb in there. I got this plant. I think that's from IKEA, pretty sure. Desk is IKEA, chair is IKEA. This chair is actually super uncomfortable. Like if I could change this chair, I would. I'd probably get like an ergonomic chair. If you guys know what ergonomic is, it's like more efficient for your back so you can sit longer, yada yada yada, nerd stuff, right? But I'd get a new chair. This one's okay, but it honestly doesn't have enough lumbar support. You know, your boy's getting old. Couch here. I don't even know why I put this couch in here. Like I literally do not use this couch at all. Like it kind of just sits here like most of the time. This lamp, IKEA as well. Most of my stuff is IKEA. And then whiteboard, bookshelf. I literally found this bookshelf in the dumpster. Crazy thing is with college students, when they move out of their college apartments, a lot of people are just in such a hurry to move. They don't really consider donating their stuff or selling their stuff, so they just throw it in the dumpster. So you can find a lot of good stuff that is pretty much free in the dumpsters on college campuses. So here we have my room. My room is like pretty mid, not gonna lie. Like there's actually nothing in here. Like this is my bed, it's not even made. Got my closet. That's probably the most like decorated thing in this place right now. But my room is pretty much empty. Like got a stretch mat over there, this mirror here. There's really not much to this room at all. You know, I need more ideas of like stuff to put in here, so please let me know. I was thinking of like kind of filling this space with like maybe like a couch, but it's like I don't want to get another couch because the couch I literally have in my office I don't even utilize. So there's like, other than a couch, I'm not sure what I would put here to maximize the space. My closet is pretty much the most decorated thing I have in my room. These are all my clothes. Got my shoes, Timberland Warrior, pants, socks, all that stuff. My wife isn't fully moved in yet, so she doesn't really have any clothes yet. So she's got a hamper here, but that's pretty much it. Really no drip in my room itself. A part of me has just been waiting until my wife moves in full time because I know she's gonna have a lot of ideas and stuff to move in. So kind of just waiting on that too before I make like any other concrete decisions when it comes to like designing stuff. And now it's time to head downstairs. Let me turn on some lights, man. It's like spooky down here for real. Welcome to the kitchen. So yeah, this is the kitchen. Once again, this light is IKEA. All my lighting is from IKEA for the most part. This light is, I think it's from Kirkland's. My mom gifted it to me. It's like a little DiGiorno man. I don't know if y'all can barely see that super bright. But yeah, there's that. Kitchen. Here I have like all my magnets. That's like a hobby of mine. I like to collect magnets when I go to like different countries or places in general. So we have New York, we got Rome, UCF, this is Singapore, this is Florence, Texas. I got this one specifically in, I forgot what part of Texas. I think it was like San Antonio. This is Vietnam, Singapore again, Vietnam. Not in Florence, but it was like in a town around Florence. Barcelona, this is in the Vatican, this is in Porto, and then Hong Kong, and then Amsterdam. So I'm really just trying to grow my collection, but yeah. It's my fridge, you know what I'm saying? Nothing in the fridge though, cause we down bad, bro. We are down bad. Like, most of the stuff in here is like, I don't even know, bro. Like, I need some help. Lauren, if you're watching this, bro, like, help me, please. Table, I'm waiting for the chairs to come in. I'm probably gonna set that up later in this video. Like, just for size reference, you can put a chair here, a chair in that corner, a chair in that corner, that chair in that corner, and you would still have so much space in between. What I did is I ordered 6 chairs, so it can kind of be like a round table type of vibe, you know, a little conference setting or whatever. Here we have this painting. I actually got it from Goodwill. I don't know, it's like random Shaolin monk dojo or something. There's a lot of like empty space in here that I'm trying to find out what to do with. Like above there's not really much there. This wall is pretty much empty. This wall was pretty much empty. Like all I have is this like awkward painting that's here right now. Like most of in here is actually empty. So if you guys have any recommendations, please let me know. You know, just having more like paintings and materials in here in general. Well, waking up at 5 a.m. was a fail. I don't even know how I didn't wake up. I had my alarm set and everything, and I just didn't wake up. Like, I don't even know. I woke up at like 7:30. Not even 7:30, like 7:45. But that's just not enough time because I really have to go to work in like, I don't know, 15 minutes. I already put on my clothes and everything, but yeah, that was an epic fail. I literally had all my clothes laid out and everything, but we just didn't wake up. And that doesn't mean the day is over, obviously. That's like the thing I was trying to avoid with time blocking, like trying to plan out every single hour of your day where we can still be productive. We're just gonna have to restructure it a little bit. I won't even have time to eat breakfast either, which is kind of buns. I was trying to like cook some eggs and, you know, try to get my nutrition right, but it's all good. Like, if you guys got any recommendations for my bedroom, I know I already said that, but at first I was like trying to go for like the neutral type of vibe with like the brown bed, like neutral colored rug and stuff, but I don't know, it's kind of stale, like in my opinion. And it would probably be better if I had more pillows and like things to complement, but I really don't. Like, I have nothing in here. Definitely give me some ideas if you guys have any. I still made sure to journal. You know, that's like one of the non-negotiables that I try to commit to, the journaling part, getting in the word. We just didn't journal or go to the gym yet. Not journal. We didn't go to the gym or eat breakfast, but we can always go to the gym later, and we can always get a snack, like eating out. But the other goal that I was trying to build or habit was spending less money. But I'm actually finna head out. We're gonna take the little dog out, and then we're gonna go to work. And yeah, nothing too crazy. It's like Thanksgiving weekend, so most people are requesting off for Thanksgiving. So that's just been like a scheduling thing that we've been trying to navigate, making sure people are getting where they need to go. Let's just hurry up and take this dog out. I'm already running late, so. And you said, yeah, I make videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So where you say you moving from?
Yeah, I moved from Jacksonville here.
Jacksonville. Okay. How long you been in Tallahassee?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Starting
Okay.
all over.
I got you. Any reason for the move or?
Yeah, I'm starting all over out of a bad relationship.
Okay.
With somebody for about 30 years, and they wouldn't come out the streets. I had to start all over.
I feel that. Nothing wrong with a hard reset, you know?
Okay.
Oh wait, this thing can be finicky, but okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name?
D.
D?
Mm-hmm.
My name is Mecca.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
You
to
from
meet
here?
you. I'm from Tallahassee. Yeah. I work, or I just graduated, so I moved back to Tallahassee. Yeah.
You look like you're married.
I am married. I am married. Yes, ma'am. Recently too.
Okay,
Not too
nothing wrong
long
with
ago.
that. Make it work, honey, and put them out and up.
Absolutely. Christ comes first
Okay.
in everything. So
Yeah.
that's our motto for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know that's right. You keep them in that. You keep them with it. It make them. It's a growing relationship. You keep them with him. He'll keep y'all up.
Absolutely.
Thank you, baby.
All right, yeah, I got you at about $12 or so.
All right. Thank you so much.
You have a good one. You say your name was D?
Yeah.
Have a good one, Miss
Nice
D.
to meet you. Yours?
Mecca.
Mecca. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Have a blessed one.
Thank you.
So as I'm getting gas, or I'm about to get gas, this lady walks up to me. I mean, you guys just saw the interaction, but that was pretty crazy, man. Like, I tried to use my discernment, because I feel like a lot of the time people will ask for stuff or like come up to you and just, you know, just want things. So I tried to like be discerning about it, but she seemed like she was pretty chill. So set her up with a little bit of gas, you know, just a little something. You know, I'm trying to get gas myself, you feel me? Yeah, she seemed cool. She said she was restarting, bad relationship. And I literally just read a verse the other day that was talking about don't neglect for doing good, for, you know, some have entertained angels by doing so. I did that not expecting anything, but you never know. Like, those type of situations usually aren't random. I don't believe in random occurrences, so hopefully I helped her out in some way. So guys, I literally just pulled off from the gas station, and I am 95% sure I just got conned, which really sucks, because I was just saying I was using my discernment to try to figure out if this person was trying to con me, because, you know, people will just come up and ask for things and be dishonest. So I was trying to be discerning. I literally witnessed as I was pulling off the same lady asking the same exact script that she said to me to somebody else. And I'm just like, bro, what? And I kind of, bro, I should have known, because literally, well, I wouldn't have known until after, but she was like, oh, I need gas, whatever. I'm putting gas in her tank. Bro, I put like $15 worth of gas in there. You know how the gas will like click when it's full? Like the pump will stop pumping? It literally stopped pumping after 5 gallons. So I'm like, bro, you already have gas. I just like let it go over my head. But dude, that just, I be hating that, bro. It's like, I want to help people. I know it's not my responsibility to investigate people's intentions like entirely, because like, you know, you'll see a homeless person, you don't know if that homeless person will go buy drugs or, you know, go scam somebody or whatever, but it just really sucks when people do it right in front of your face. So it is what it is. I mean, I gotta go to work now. We're literally on the way to work. Gotta go make that $15 back somehow, but let's just get this bread. We'll keep note of that. We'll take that schedule off for you. Did Ashley already talk to you about Thanksgiving? I don't know, obviously, if Miss Allen will be out. So we have her down for that as well. So she'll be there after the holiday. Okay, sounds great. Thank you. Have a good one. A lot of this job is honestly just schedule management. As long as you can get the caregiver to the case, you'll be fine in most of the cases. But one thing we're really trying to focus on now is overall service delivery. Yes, you can get a case staffed, have a caregiver there, have the client be taken care of, but we want to really create a quality product. And that's kind of the idea behind the whole rebrand that we're doing. Right now, I really work directly in the operation. As you guys can see, we're really just trying to find more areas where we can delegate a lot of the tasks. We have a few office persons, but regarding like the higher level skills like billing, payroll, things like that, I still really do majority of those along with my mom. We're really just trying to find more puzzle pieces or players that can do those higher level tasks, and as well as create a premium product. Today's pretty much a chill day. Literally do the same thing almost every day for the most part operationally. Caregiver, client, get the caregiver to the client, and that's pretty much it. And make sure the visit goes well, that there's no conflict, that everyone does exactly what they're supposed to do, and we get reimbursed once we send them invoices out. Well, well, well. Isn't this pleasant? Looks like the chairs got here a lot earlier than I thought. So actually changing plans. I know I was supposed to go to the gym. It just kind of threw me off, like not trying to make excuses, but it just threw me off not being able to go this morning, because now I feel like I have limited time. But I really wanted to put these chairs together tonight. And I feel like if I go to the gym and try to put the chairs together, it's like I'm kind of cramming my schedule together. I know it's like not the right thing to do, but I think I'm gonna just skip the gym. Oh my gosh, please. I'm gonna skip the gym and just put these chairs together. Yeah, that's my excuse. But yeah, not going to the gym. I'm gonna go ahead and put these chairs together, and yeah. Guys, after I literally don't even know how long, maybe 20 minutes. Granted, this was the first chair I was putting together. We've completed one chair. Nice. Honestly, the chair is great. I think it's cool. I think once they're all built, I'll have a better opinion. But so far, it seems pretty chill, not gonna lie. I'm just gonna be here for a while. I mean, now I know how to build the chair, but still, that took a lot of time that I was not expecting, to be honest. We're gonna hit a time skip, and I'll be back when all the chairs are completed. It's done, finally. We're gonna put them all around that table right there. That honestly probably could have went faster. The first chair just took a long time, but once I like got in the groove, it got faster. But I ended up watching YouTube and kind of slacking off, so it took a lot longer than what I initially thought it was gonna take. Let's go ahead and see how these are gonna look around the table. That's a big table, but we got a lot of seating room for a lot of people. You know, this is like a nice little game night. Have some people over, you know, play some Uno, big Uno games or something. I give the chairs, let's see, little sit test. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. I give it a 9 out of 10 for sure. Could use some more like lumbar support. Actually, I lied. This is like a very good chair for posture. Ease of construction, 8 out of 10. Comfort, 8 out of 10. Overall look, style, 9 out of 10. Overall rating, 8.75 out of 10. Bro, lock in, bro.
Sheesh! This the crib, huh?
Yeah, dog.
Okay. It's looking, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It look mad nice in here. There's low-key like mad room in this living room. And like kitchen area. Okay, this is the round table I see.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm telling you, bro, look how much space you got.
Yeah, nice space.
You could really federal meeting here.
Real mafia boss operational meeting.
Bro, I'm trying to say.
We have some real serious Bible studies at this table. Can't even lie to you. This is fly. Hold on, I got a feeling. Oh! I just felt the adamant. That feels crazy.
What, the couch?
Like crazy comfortable.
Oh yeah, bro. Plot down real fast.
Yo!
I'm gonna do a specific move quick enough to make that play happen. I have my thought process, but mine could be a little more like around and longer, but yours is like, oh, here's a shortcut. You understand the shortcuts better. You're a pro at this, man. It's like you hit a professional status in thinking this way.
Nah, I feel you, bro. But it's great that like everybody has their own talent, because I could be super great at this, right? Like I feel like I'm pretty analytical. Like I feel like I can see things that other people don't see sometimes, right? But it's like at the same time, I could be better in other areas, like you, building the discipline to act on those things that I see, right? Setting up the infrastructure to act on those things that I notice, right? And all these ideas and stuff that I have. You can really relate it to like the body of Christ. The hand can never say to the foot or the hand or the elbow or the eye that like you don't need them, right? Like all the members act in a way that are beneficiary to the whole body. You see what I'm saying? Don't ever think that like just because you're not the most proficient in one area that like you're not proficient, right? Because you're definitely way more proficient in like other areas that I'm definitely not in, right? And I'm probably more proficient in areas that you're not proficient in. Just being able to like share these ideas, especially when it comes to making videos and content and stuff with someone who's actively trying to improve their content and their videos, is so beneficial. Because like, yes, I have Lauren, I can talk to Lauren, but especially someone who's a guy coming at this thing at a whole different angle, right? Because me and Lauren are pretty similar at the end of the day. Like we're married, you know what I mean? Like we're gonna have a pretty similar idea of looking at things, right? But it's like always great to see your perspective, like even the videos that you send me, seeing those different perspectives. And it's like I can share things with you, like the YouTubers I just showed you. And it's like we're all learning, like we're all learning from each other, bro. And that's like the way it should be. So you guys remember how I said earlier in the video that I just have so much camera gear that I absolutely have no idea what to do with. So what we're doing is I'm gonna surprise my boy Fabian, the guy I was literally just talking on FaceTime with a new camera setup. I've had this extra camera for a while. This is the Sony ZV-E10 with the Polar Pro Mist Indie filter. And then I had this spare shotgun mic sitting around, and he's been wanting a camera for a while. And I figured, you know what? I might as well bless my boy with the camera, man. And so we're gonna actually send this over to him, because for me, it's just sitting on the shelf. I only use one camera every single day, so there's absolutely no reason why I can't bless somebody else with a camera, right? And especially my boy Fabian, I know he's gonna use it. He's a YouTuber, he makes videos, he's been using his phone. So he's already been through that stage that I was referring to as just using your phone first and getting good at that. And he's gotten really successful doing that. So I figured I might as well just bless him with a camera, man. Give him a little early Christmas present because I know he's gonna make good videos with it. We'll find some time to send this over to him and just give him a little surprise, man. Let him know, bro. Let him know, live and direct, man.
Man.
Post-game interview.
I was getting a couple bucks, bro. Got blocked a couple times, but it's good, bro. My dog right here, though. He's going crazy.
Why we lying? Nah, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
the camera up, bro.
You're right. You know, had a little bucket down in the paint.
Man, y'all gonna see it on the video, man.
Yeah, a little.
Stay tuned.
You was hooping though, actually. Like, you was hooping, bro. Like, there's levels to when you say you don't hoop, bro. Because I feel like you can hoop, bro.
Just a little bit, bro. I get one into like
That's a tiny bit. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm a brown shirt, bro.
He said, "Oh, brown shirt."
I'm a brown shirt, bro. I just loaded in the park.
No badges.
What's your Instagram, bro? Let me get you right.
I get you down.
I literally just downloaded Instagram back.
For real, you off it?
Well, I like to delete it when I'm not using it because I'll mess around and get on Reels, bro.
No, and you be on there forever just doom scrolling.
That's what
bro.
I'm saying, bro. You get like one good like sequence.
Yes,
like,
bro.
all right, you might as well keep doing.
I'm saying
bro.
before you know it's been 30 minutes, bro. You been scrolling.
I know, bro.
I'm doing the same thing, fam. I can't lie.
I got this app on my phone. It's called Brick, and basically you can brick your phone. So,
What does that mean?
I'm gonna show you. So basically, I brick my phone, right? And the apps I set to lock. Well, it must not be on right now. But usually, what it'll do, it'll brick the apps that I select, and I can't unbrick my phone until I tap the physical brick at my house.
What?
So it's like ready to scan, and I can only unbrick it when I'm at the crib.
That's crazy.
And
How'd you find out about the app?
Instagram ads.
No, that's real.
Yeah. And like, you can set it to where it's like super strict. Like, you can't even delete the app.
Yeah.
Like, it's some OD. It's currently 2:11 a.m. here where I'm at. As I've been making videos on YouTube, as of late, I've just felt and noticed that I've been kind of making videos in a passive way. There's a time where things need to be a lot more serious, and the way I've been making content recently, I've been trying to play a character. I feel like I've been trying to be this perfect person. As soon as I turn on the camera, I don't want to mess up. I don't want to make mistakes, but that's just not real. That's not real life. That's not relatable. That's just not a sustainable way of making content, let alone having people watch you and be inspired by you. Because a lot of it is just my personality. But just the idea of not wanting to mess up and not step on toes and just be real, because no one likes a perfect person. This whole idea, especially in the niche or area of content I'm in, which is more business to an extent or just entrepreneurship, a lot of it is just people showing these unrelatable lifestyles. They have all these cars, they have this money, they have all this. Realistically, nobody is going to relate to that. Most people are actually poor. Most people have no money. So what do I look like trying to play into that persona of this perfect person who has everything together when that's just not real life? People don't have everything together. People go through struggles, and like having that persona on the internet where all you do is show your lifestyle, money, and this and that, like people aren't watching those videos because they want to see you win. They're doing it a lot of the time out of envy. Unknowingly, we watch videos of all these hyper successful people because we desire what they have, and that's just human nature. A lot of people might not want to admit that, but that's what it is. That's human nature. To think that you're immune to that, you are deceiving yourself. I don't want to be put in that boat where I have people watching me so they can be envious of what I have. There's a degree of success where your lifestyle, those things are just normal. A rich person who, you know, they have nice cars and a nice house, it's just normal. Those are things that are just gonna be in their life. But 90%, 95% of the people making content around this lifestyle that's very affluent, it's all a facade. They have to try to put those things in your face. And I don't want that at all. I wanna be relatable. I wanna be just me. Personally, if you know me in real life, this is how I talk in real life. I feel like the camera has never ever heard me talk like this in real life because I'm always just trying to be perfect. I'm a human just like y'all. I sin just like y'all. I need Christ just as much as everybody else needs Christ, if not more. When I think of the life that I want and the person that I want to become, God willing, Christ willing, I'm actually a fraction of that person, like an actual decimal of a percent of the person I want to be. There's so many different things that I'm just going through the desert on. That's why I started recording in the first place, because I wanted to document the journey. If you've been here since I started making videos, one of my first videos, I think it's the second video on this channel, I said making the choice to start. And I made that video because I knew as I would keep making videos and documenting my life in a way where I could look back on the videos, I knew I would change and be a different person. But how much can you really see true change if every time I make a video, I'm trying to be perfect? That just defeats the purpose, because what is really changing? I'm not really seeing nothing in real time. I'm just recording this character that's evolving and going through these different stages. Obviously, I want to make videos in a creative way, creative style. But this whole, as soon as I start talking to the camera and, you know, getting in this like very passive and like, well, let me not offend anybody. Let me not say anything that's crazy or controversial. Just being a Christian is controversial at this point. Because at the end of the day, this is a tool for the world to perceive me and for me to be able to influence other people. But it's like my influence is so limited if I try to reserve and hold back the things that will actually have impact in people's lives. If I'm just only saying the feel-good stuff and, you know, the stuff that everybody will agree with and doesn't really get on anyone's nerves, I'm doing it for nothing. It's absolutely nothing. This is the long rant, right? But that's just where I'm at. That's just how I feel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. That's a crazy way to start, but it just had to be said. This is just a week in the life of Mecca. At the end of the day, make sure to like and subscribe if you already haven't.